Hello, I'm Peter Towers. Welcome to Accountants Minute. Equity crowdfunding is forecast to grow tenfold in just 5 years. Let me repeat that. Equity crowdfunding is forecast to grow tenfold in just 5 years. Australia is expected to follow the USA and the United Kingdom, which have seen massive growth in capital raising via the crowdsourced funding platforms. What an opportunity for accountants and business advisors. Enable Funding, which was previously known as ASSOB, Australian Small Scale Offer Board, has forecast that the market will soar from $119 million capital raised under Section 708 type capital raisings in 2016 to $1.5 billion in 2021. So Enable Funding's forecasts are in this current year $210 million, and that's basically Section 708 and some early stage innovation company capital raisings. Next year, in 2018, we'll have the first full year of the impact of crowdsourced funding equity raising in Australia. They forecast $420 million. In 2019, $688 million. In 2020, $1,023,000. And in 2021, $1.5 billion in capital to be raised by private companies or private companies that have just converted to unlisted public companies. Now, Enable Funding have got a real track record in this market. They were founded in 2007 under the name ASSOB, and they are now the largest investment crowdfunding platform in Australia and one of the largest in the world. And as a corporate entity, Enable Funding has raised US $130 million for Australian businesses, many of them small, medium enterprises. ASIC expects to finalise the appointment of the first batch of intermediaries for crowdsourced funding shortly. Companies will then be able to start the capital raising process. So, what are you going to do about getting involved in this brand new market that virtually no accounting firm in Australia has got any long-term history in? This is all new. Our suggestion is you survey your clients. And let's find out first of all how many companies you have that have got turnovers under 25 million, group turnovers, who have got gross asset values under 25 million and who are not listed on a stock exchange anywhere in the world. I think you then need to be asking yourself some further questions, perhaps even running a survey in those clients. Who would like to do some expansion? Who is thinking about trying to buy another business? Which of your companies have got some succession planning underway? And would it assist them if there was an injection of capital from some external investors into the company? Have you got clients who have got big loans in their companies and or big credit card debts that I suspect they might like to get rid of? Have they got an ambition? Have they got a vision for their business? Because that's very important. So once you've undertaken this survey, why not have a conversation with those clients and find out whether they are interested in finding out more information on what's involved on the journey to raise capital as a crowdsourced funding company. Most of these companies are going to need assistance. And the key provider of the assistance, I believe, should be accountancy businesses. They're not going to be able to raise capital unless they have a business plan, budget and cash flow forecast looking at least the next 3 years, an information memorandum. They have to produce the crowdsourced funding offer document. They're going to need assistance in these activities so that they can get themselves into a situation where the intermediary will accept them to be able to be listed on the intermediary's platform to be able to raise capital. The team at ESS BIZTOOLS have been closely monitoring this story on crowdsourced funding for the last 18 months as it's gone through its various parliamentary processes, and the legislation was passed on the 29th of March 2017, become operational on the 29th of September 2017, and now we're waiting for ASSOB to announce the first group of intermediaries. But once that occurs, companies are going to be starting to want to raise capital. We've developed a full product package on crowdsourced funding. You don't have to put in all the long hours to write it yourself. We've developed it for you. So why not visit our website www.essbasip and then click on to crowdsourced funding to have a look at the preview, the video, the PowerPoint slides in the webinar to give yourself an understanding of what's involved in the crowdsourced funding story. We have a free webinar on Wednesday the 22nd of November at 12 noon Australian Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Saving Time. If you only want to do tax, don't attend this webinar. A little bit tongue-in-cheek, but it's really going to be a webinar that's concentrating on crowdsourced funding, early stage innovation companies, chief financial officer services, all outstanding services that accountants can supply to their clients. Equity crowdfunding is forecast to grow tenfold in the next 5 years. Are you going to be part of this exciting new income stream that someone is going to benefit from? I would like to think it is accountants and business advisors all around Australia. If you want any further information from us, please don't hesitate to contact me, peter@essbiztools.com.au. Have a great day. Goodbye.